Monday I had Project Zomboid completely freeze. And for anybody that's new in, I did like Windows 11 update over my Christmas holiday. And yeah, this whole week is my first week back streaming. This whole week, most of my games have been like crapping out. So I've done a bunch of changes. I'm still testing stuff. I'm still monitoring stuff. We'll see how we go. Because I streamed this on Monday as well, so yeah. Best case scenario is I see an improvement. Although, hold on a second. I can't take a screenshot because of where it is, but I can photo that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I'll keep that for later in case that's what my issue is. For anybody that's new in, I'm having some technical difficulties with my hardware. About a year or two ago, I accidentally knocked over an energy drink into my computer, and it basically sprayed on everything while it was running, while I was streaming. And to my best of my ability, I did clean it and dry it, and it ran really well for a long time. But now all the damage is starting to take effect. So I do have hardware that's also struggling physically, and there's some stuff that I'm looking at, like, I wouldn't call it like band-aiding, but as a solution for myself for the moment, I'm trying to like look at like a replacement hard drive, a replacement CPU, shit like that. Eventually I just want to replace the whole computer because I'll have a a VTube avatar, and I'm gonna need something stronger for that anyway. But this Monday, my game froze and my girl has a laceration, so I don't know if she's infected because I've got scratch and bite. Hey Abra, how you doing? Yeah, I've got scratch and bite can infect you on, and the game froze, so I really couldn't do anything about that. I just had to quit out. It's also like 4 a.m, so I can't tell. I think she's had a sleep. I think I've made her eat. Whoa, we got some shocking. Hold on, let me sit my ass down. RimWorld didn't go as badly as Project Zomboid, which is weird because Project Zomboid really shouldn't have an issue. I just get it to read because I'm pretty sure there'll be like a show or something, and I want to whittle away her time if I can. Check your motherboard can support a new PCO. I see added. Yeah, it can. My motherboard can still support a couple, just like with the graphics card that I replaced. It it kind of dials back for what it is at the moment, but if I was to transplant them into a new main board later that was compatible, I'd get the full amount of its like abilities and shit. So yeah, like I said, hold on, let's set it back down, let's get it to eat. I ideally want to replace my whole computer, right? But I can't afford that. And I'm kind of looking at some options and stuff because I've built all my computers, right? So normally I just get all the parts and I build it and stuff, but I would like to get something that can handle streaming, gaming, and VTubing at the same time. And yeah, I don't know if I kind of like don't want a pre-built, but if I had to get a pre-built, I'd get a pre-built, you know? And yeah, I'd rather do that and have like a massive upscale kind of thing, but it's just not, it's not something that's financially feasible. So I'm just looking at what I could potentially afford in the meantime that could improve things, essentially. So for instance, my games are running off a really old, 3.5 hard drive or whatever, and I am keeping track of those at the moment. The other thing too is TV's on, nice. The other thing too is that when I test everything, I can't test it to the same degree as when I'm live. Like at the moment, there's extra processes, uploading, downloading, recording, interacting with each other kind of shit, right? So yeah. I can't get that when I'm offline. Because it doesn't have all the extra connection feedback shit. But I've tried my best to like simulate it while checking RimWorld and stuff, and at least RimWorld I can quit and come back in and stuff. But Project Zomboid, if I'm in a crowd of zombies and a zombie attacks me, I'm fucked. Yeah, upgrading at a time when components are getting very expensive. Yeah, I know. Look, they were too expensive for me to do anything about it a year or two ago. And now they're getting to the point where they're going to be ridiculously expensive. If I wait another year or two, it's probably only going to get worse. So if I don't jump at some point and try to do something, then we'll be back to me playing the absolute most bare minimum games. And Project Zomboid is supposed to be one of them that doesn't have a problem. So, you know, for anybody that's new in, streaming is my livelihood. So I kind of need my computer to be able to work, to be able to do things. But I understand I've got failing hardware and I have issues with software at the moment. So everything's fighting. But yeah, my solution at the moment is if I could get all my games and my streaming software onto a, what do you call them? The 2.5 drives. I can't remember the word off the top of my head, but you know, one of them, the mechanical ones, shit would probably run better. It's I don't know until I can try it. And the CPU would probably allow me a bit more wiggle room. But honestly, I just want to like upgrade all of it because I'd really like the extra like capacity out of my graphics card and the better RAM and shit, you know. I'm just buying all PC parts for AMD. It's AMD 4 over AMD 5. AMD 4 is cheaper but runs really well on the right setup. That's the thing, I actually wanted to buy an old graphics card when I had to upgrade the graphics card, right? The problem was it was completely unavailable because everybody was buying them. But performance-wise, it was like price-wise and performance together better than the one that I ended up getting. I just couldn't get it. But the one that I got was still better than the one that I had. So yeah, some of the older stuff works just fine. It's just that, yeah, I've got the issue of price point. If price point wasn't an issue, I'd get something substantially more of a jump if I could. And then we'd be going into the VTubing and the streaming and the everything. Plus, if I could, let's get her up and about. If I could, I would love to, what do you call it? Fucking hell, my brain just stopped. Hold on. Thinking. No, I lost it. Alright, let me make her have a sleep. I know it's like the middle of the afternoon, but she's like ridiculously tired. And I want to see if she gets infected or not. What was I thinking? Was it something to do with my avatar or... I don't remember. I don't remember what I was on about. But either way, if I could, I will probably kind of look at whatever the new computer eventually is. I'd love to use my current computer as like a 2 PC streaming setup and stuff. I don't know if she just ate all of that. Oh no, she's still eating it. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, where the fuck did it go? So we'll post on Discords and stuff that'll help you with Zomboid. If it's Abra, if it's mods, I'm not gonna add mods to Zomboid, so there's no point doing that. If it's computer parts or something like that, it would probably be better in, hold on, what fucking channels have I got? Probably like help or if it's just parts, just general would be fine. But yeah, if it's something like mod related to Project Zomboid, I'm not going to add it, just so you know. I'm not playing with mods. I'm not interested. But 970 XT is cheap, but runs like a 580. I don't know graphics card numbers off the top of my head, but those sound familiar. I have my specs and shit in my... Well, on YouTube, I've got my specs in the description. I believe I've got a link there. And in Twitch, I think I have the specs. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I have like a link there. So they're all up to date and stuff. The game is definitely chugging. Hold on, let me have a look. Let's sit your ass back down. Whoa. Holy crackers. We can at least see what the issue is. Most of the time it's not the PC but the game. It's just some extra steps. Trust me, I've gone through and optimized all of my games and all of my global settings, all of my intricate game settings themselves. I've enabled a bunch of stuff, disabled a bunch of stuff, tested it, like, you know, enable a few things, test it, disable a few things, test it, change a couple of settings, test it. Like I said, I keep testing shit. The problem is that I can't fully test it until I'm actually live, because that's when it crunches. I can see what's happening is my graphics card is crapping out right now, which I'm not really surprised about because the streaming software uses a bit. Hang on, let me see if I can switch you into performance mode. Let me know if you guys get any issues with stream for a few minutes. I'm just going to try to put in performance mode. Zomboid has a config file that you have to do manually. So I was talking about. I haven't fucked around with any of the manual settings of Zomboid because the game itself runs fine. This is not the best example of it running fine, but let me see. Let me see if, just hang on a second while she's inside and save. Send a screenshot of this. My partner and I, we were both computer technicians. So between the two of us, we're kind of nutting out what the issue is with this. There we go. And trying to find solutions and stuff. So I've got like a bunch of diagnostics open. I'm like, if I could just send that to him for a second. Now, I don't know if I can go kill zombies and stuff in this state, but I do want to get into other houses before like the water and shit goes off. I realize I don't have a torch, do I? Do I have a torch in the car? There might be some zombies around here too, because I haven't fully cleared it. I don't know if I could fight a zombie in this state. Do I have anything in the car? I thought I had to empty the car. The other thing too is, look, even if it's a like super short stream just to test this, like if this is an unsuccessful night of stream, I will definitely get at least some like, whoa, what the hell was that, Dib? I'll get some diagnostics out of this, you guys, and that will help me sort out what's happening. But yeah, essentially my situation at the moment is I'm looking at a mechanical hard drive to put my games and my streaming stuff on to see if that can resolve the hard drives, like, because I've got all my shit across multiple hard drives, so I'm accessing stuff and it's waking up the hard drives inconsistently. Alternatively, like I said, there's the CPU, but I don't think they'll really resolve my issue in the long run. I think they'll just band-aid it, which is fine, but I have to actually sit down. I probably have to sit down this weekend and have a look at like a full like PC part system setup type thing. And the problem is, as a streamer, that's going to do like VTubing and stuff, you just really can't like go and ask some other streamer, hey, so what are you using, kind of thing. Like you can if they're like generally a small enough channel and shit. Oh yeah, I was putting cans over here. You can if they're small enough and stuff, but if they're too big and they're using all the like the heavy duty equipment stuff to stream, like there's no real way to just ask the question, you know? Your setup is great. You'd upgrade your CPU. That's what I was thinking. It would give me like the tiniest bit more, but I'm still locked down to, you know, the main board itself. Is that? There we go. It's not on the table yet. Because it kind of, to my understanding, kind of limits it a little bit. Throttles it a little bit. That's a word. I knew there was a word for it. But, yeah, full upgrade would resolve it. But it's fine. I'll look up some shit and you might see my throne get revisioned and stuff. And I hate asking this, but if anybody wants to give me a hand trying to get a new computer, I would greatly appreciate it. Just keep an eye on my throne. I feel so shit asking that, but I could probably do with some help towards it. But yeah, I'll sort out something. In the meantime, it's kind of nice that it's only my graphics card, but performance isn't fixing it. I thought it might. Oh, did I just close that or did that come back? Hold on. Sorry, I'm in and out of settings at the same time. I don't think I can go for a walk. So I think my ambition tonight, since we probably can't leave the house in this state, I think we'll probably be trying to make sure if she's infected or not. Okay. The only problem is this is running out the days on her having electricity and power. And I'd love to go and explore in like one of the other houses, but not like this. I don't want to risk her getting eaten because choppy. I also don't know if I've got tools somewhere. I could sit her down and we could disassemble stuff. But again, I want to make sure that she's either dying or not. I should check if we've got an axe. If I've got an axe, I'll just go fucking cut down some trees and we'll get some carpentry skills. Like that's not too difficult. I say that now, and then I'll go and I'll hit a tree, and then I'll have like a fucking zombie behind me, and I won't be able to do anything about it. So yeah. Oh, I was kind of hoping that all my technical issues was gonna stay in last year, but you know, yeah, I'll check it out after stream, Abra. Thank you. Hopeless. She's not getting that, what do you call it, when they're like weepy because they see like no end in sight kind of thing. She's not doing that. So I don't know. We don't have the right kind of TV. I might need to go steal a TV, actually. Okay, when the sun rises, we'll go see if we can like lift a TV from like a neighbor's house or something. I think I might have... Oh, hold on. I think I might have lightly cleared next door. I think I've been in that one. I want to go up into that one, and I can't remember if I've cleared it or not. Because it usually has like nice shit in it. It's almost time for like TV, so I don't kind of want it to go out yet. I've still got stuff on me. Hold on. Let's chuck whatever we can in here. Another thing too is these things have been really nice. The you know, when you can chuck everything into a specific box, that's been quite nice. Let's see, hold on. I think I might have feedback on what to do. No, I thought my partner might have sent me a message about like maybe some settings I could change. I could chuck that in there. It's fine. Alright, so we got like a tin of water, which I don't really need on me. Do you need to... Oh, wait, TV should be on soon. It must be 6 AM. Okay, then it's still probably too dark. Fucking hell, it's so dark. I was kind of like hoping that it would be a brighter day so that I could kind of just go outside. Actually, do I have a torch in there at all? Because I've got like a lighter. A lighter's not an excuse. Speedway, Fire, High Street Apartments. I can read them later. Rotary. I was not very successful with the school. was really surprised. You know, you kind of get, at least I feel like you used to get a lot of books when you looted the school. Like you used to get like a whole box worth of books, and I don't kind of feel like I get that anymore. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's just that I feel like there's a lot of books that I could be maximizing at the moment, and I definitely didn't find any. Let's see. I was trying to give her plenty of food. She's got some damage. What is she? She's just hungry. Hungry, uncomfortable, and she's hopeless. Okay. Well, she could have a nap until... You could give her a nap until 6. That will speed some shit up. And then we could go across to the neighbor's house in the morning. Hold on. Set that. And we'll go sleep on the couch. I think we're kind of empty enough that even if I've got like a couple of cans and stuff, these saws though, I'm just going to chuck on the floor at the moment because I've got 2 of them and I keep forgetting to put them into the drawer. So, yeah, we'll dump you guys out. Plus the other thing too is it's not just Zomboid itself as a game. So even if I was to like fix up Zomboid in some capacity, the games were running fine up until I did the Windows update. And then they're not. So, hold on, let's get you to sleep. Sleep until 6. We'll get the TV. There we go. Oh, it's already on. Fuck. Shut up. There's updates. Yeah, well, I was putting them off for ages because... Oh no, she's already done. Hold on. No, I had to go from Windows 10 to 11. And I was holding off for most of last year because I play a lot of older games. And I was afraid that a lot of the older games, when the update happened, were going to not be playable. Because a lot of the times when Windows updates, it does this thing where it's... Oh, there's a deer. It does this thing where it's like, oh, this old game type, I don't know what it is, let me just delete that for you kind of thing. And so you kind of, you know, all of a sudden you have these like classic old games and stuff and you can't do jack shit to play them because it's like, you can't exactly get them again. You can't install them again because no CD drive. The installer gets deleted because Windows. And bam, you just don't have your old game. Leather coat could be good. I'd like her to wear it, but I don't want her to wear it now because it's too hot. But it would protect her from zombie bites. Maybe we could wear it while we're looting the house, just in case, because I don't know if I've done the full house. I think maybe I have. It's going to take her coat. I'm pretty sure her overalls. Yeah. Okay. So, that's a look. But yeah, anyway, I put it off for as long as I could, and I meant to do it during my Christmas holidays, like between Boxing Day and New Year's, so I'd have like a week to still kind of like work on fine-tuning it. But yeah, I forgot until like this last weekend. So I couldn't really do anything about that, unfortunately. I didn't really get time to like sort out the fine issues, and I knew there was going to be a heap because I know a few streamers that have VTubers and PNG tubers and stuff like that that have done the update that have had like a plethora of issues immediately. So I knew I was going to run into shit. It's just I don't know how much, and yeah, it's fine. I also forgot to check if the water was still on. It should be. I've been kind of like awake at night, so it should be. Oh, somebody's out there dying. Windows upgrades always end with worse overall experience, performance impacts. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why like I was trying to like hold off and stuff. I've said this before, like if I could play, like if I could do all the things that I normally do on Windows, like all the games and the avatar stuff and all the other stuff on like Linux, I'd be on Linux already. Like I was pretty strongly against it as an operating system for many decades in computers and stuff, because like the place that I worked at didn't repair Linux stuff, or we only had like one technician that could work on it and stuff, and like you'd rarely ever see them, so you know they were good. It's just that like I had like a unjust bias at the time, and I've since grown out of that, but like yeah, I still have like moments where I'm like, ugh, you know. Unintentionally, like it's an involuntary thing more than anything, but yeah, if I could, I'd be swapped over to something else, because I'm super not satisfied with how shit is these days. But I think that the other thing too is like everything kind of goes that way eventually. I thought that this place was going to be 2 stories. I guess it's only 1, but that's okay. I got an extra pot. There is like a little bit more food here, and I want to take this, so that's what we came here for. I'll grab that and I'll walk this back home. But yeah, usually speaking, when I used to work in computers, I used to basically like just build a whole new computer every like 1 to 2 years at one point, because I liked being able to like use a nice running computer and shit, and I didn't really spend my money on anything else. And yeah, I stopped doing that like decades ago, but you know, the last couple of computers I've had, I think the one before this lasted like 5-10 years until it just wouldn't stop blue screening. There was nothing I could do to resolve that issue without just fully changing it. It was a CPU issue, I think. CPU and mainboard was dying. Can I rotate this? Yes? No? How can I not rotate the TV? Surely I can rotate it. Maybe I can rotate it after I put it down. Let's try that. I can put it on top of that. Hold on. Put it here. Yeah, anyway. This current computer that I've got, if I wasn't streaming, I think some of my stuff would probably run better, because I don't have the extra load of like an avatar and chat program and stream and all that sort of stuff in the background, so it would probably be fine. But yeah, as streaming is what I do, it's kind of more important that it functions well, you know. Hold to rotate. Yeah, no, it doesn't do it. Like some stuff will. I get like the most interesting